Tongabuk siya umenong Kawawal pa Rundi hautonga tongkimba ng kongkek Wana kumbe tachi chonay sa hautonga Taukum justak mikegrabil mogo Torpat lagoda na linkis maktoma Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun Tuniran na no prata tunkyo Sercha toma Kawawal pamulji Rundi hautonga tongkimba ng kongkek Wana kumbes
I'm here.
Tongabuk siya umenong Kawawal pamulji Kumanabak mulira Tombatoras Matilda Hehe Ashuta Wong Laboda na linkis maktoma Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun Rundi hautonga tongkimba ng kongkek Wana kumbes Chimpaya mutol pada bungkwaya gando tanago chuchut Kawana bota awiyat tagwakan kidora Kava tumpa kulpiyeya mokapata Chiskani Rundi hautonga tongkimba ng kongkek Wana kumbes Chimpaya mul kunhungkabi Tuknen tangjo kunnemut laboda na linkis maktoma Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun Nova rundi hautunga ku Kava tumpa kulpiyeya mokapata Chiskani cho Yinkin konoba mulere rachikun Tombatoras Matilda Kipona Ona na kacho Kimba mulera tuana Taupa botenya go jojo piti Ka jibeduana ni bobo Tongma
The longer the mining facility remains quarantined.
Ucha hatunga ya fulki. Hakupa chekupa? Tag bis tu ponko koki bakbaka. Sing para chiska mule tunarana nu prata tunko sicha tuma wamamatus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulera chico. Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mga siya pongka bola wana chikne. Pamules ako pa, Czerka pa. Mucho siya pakat. Kieno no namapaule. Ka chikun itahodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo po dona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Ikukuno no ba mulera chikun. Tong hit kun chonching. Tong abong sha ninong. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunchichi. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez. Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa multi kumuna. Kinshun shishineng chene kung nobat achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas maktelea. Ikukuno no ba mulera chikun. Tong hit kun chonching. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulera. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Ikukuno no ba mulera chikun. Tong hit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata ne punage. Dolpi kikiwana. Mucha hodonga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta kasapu bak.
Well, this is a Sith colony. They're the
Thank you for accepting my plea for help. You have? What did the administrator say? I see. Then it is as I had feared. My colleagues on the residential level are probably dead. I may have trouble convincing the other miners that what you've discovered is actually the truth. Without any evidence to back up the claim, they may just dismiss it as nonsense. Do you have any evidence? I know this may be asking much, but I need you to find evidence to back up your claim. Something, anything that will help me convince the other miners of the truth. You managed to somehow defy the system and meet with the administrator. Perhaps you can do the same once again and access the quarantine residential level? There's no telling what waits for you in the residential level. Be careful.
Hakuji kopa, Jino mularak gampiak, slimjo puanwanduana, hachu apanki, Jishawa anibong kasha, chonasi, ichua byongbo. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi. Ni bajoni yo lak wish, dopayuma pasen lapti non goto. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulak, tongki pa nagnonek. Chinapala mule, tong ki ba non tontek. Chinapala mule, tong ki ba non tontek.
Arise, become greater beings.
Hachu apanki, Jishawa anibong ka sha chona si ichua byongbo Johnny, minamamoto mune ra, hakugri katkota parabola. Kipuna.
Now that must hurt. Now that must hurt. I'm here.
Hakuji kopa? Gino mula rakam. Kakin cha na kwat na bonkon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tongki ba non tontek. Tangabun shan nong. Wanga kun biskin ba mularak. Choni yun tun jiji. Tong abuk shami nonok. Kipuna na bonsha. Kava dumpa kupaliaya mokai pata. Kipuna. Bona na kichu. Shachesco don punta casa pubaga. Kuyami shuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto. Kin lorta ikakun. Kava dumpa kapaliamo na pata. Bona na kachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na bun shanuyang. Kipuna. Bona na kichu. Tonga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun. Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin. Nikin kun ban mulara. Hakuji kopa? Gino mulara kampiak. Slimjo puanwandwana. Kipuna na bonsha. Pudu. Tunirama na praka donko tsercha. Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokai pata. Kavadumpa kapaliamo na pata. Bona nakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Pudu, tunirama na praka donko tsercha.
Hey, it's about time you started to regain consciousness.
Watawama muliri, kin kun shopeshwa, no ba mule raji, jone yuturi yanch.
Whatever it is, it's a dream. Snap out of it.
Selima wanga kun bikin.
You can relax. You're safe here.
Mucho shakapaka.
We could save the introductions for later. What matters now is we get you on your feet. There you go.
Tongki ba non tontek.
I think you suffered a massive concussion, which knocked you clean out cold. Your vision will return. Just be patient. See, I told you to come back. I'm Kobayashi. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Orion.
Hakuji kopa? Gino mularak.
This ship ain't no Republic vessel. Hasn't been for a long time. The Orion's a smuggling vessel, one of the best. Although, you've come in a bad time, really. She's in a bit of a mess at the moment. Don't ask, it's a long story. Still, the Orion has at least the most basic functionalities operational, which couldn't be said for the battered mess of a ship we found you in.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
We found you floating dead just off the Arroyo sector. Your ship had suffered massive damage. Looked like it got caught in an explosion of some kind. Your condition was even worse. Figured you'd been unconscious for days. Normally I'd put it all down to luck, but with you it's something else. You're not just a normal Sith, are you? You're a Force user.
Selima wanga kun bikin.
Don't worry about that. Just know that I mean you no harm.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokai pata.
Just relax. This isn't an interrogation. I don't care what you know.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen.
There's a rulebook that says you need a reason to help people now? You were messed up and needed all the help you could get. So we gave it to you. You see a problem with that?
Kipuna na bonsha.
Then let's be grateful that Sith's ideology isn't the ruling one. Otherwise, we both wouldn't be here having this conversation.
Pudu, tunirama na praka donkod searcha. Ni bajoni yo la wish. Dopayumas pasen.
Don't look at me. I'm not exactly an expert. Wait, it appears we have some company.
Just cranky to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kimba muli radwanaji.
How thoughtful of you, Drix, but put the weapon away. We don't want to make a bad impression on our guest.
Chi wi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune.
She's a Sith, that much is obvious. I checked the transponder codes of the ship we found her in. It definitely was one of the Sith supply freighters, though I still haven't determined the cause of the structural damage, nor the reason behind why she was alone.
Hava! Yun patisa! Chiwa aita kang ki jiyokaku!
As much as I would love to agree, I doubt we're important enough to even register as a concern to the Sith. I'm guessing she got separated from the main fleet during a battle or something, which would explain the damage to the ship and her unconsciousness.
Chiwa aita kang ki jiyokaku! Uba baska dwana chichopa muska! Kakinja nawabagaon! Kimba nikcha lora kun!
No, I don't think she's one of those Sith. She's probably just like the captain. Figure she doesn't pose a threat to us, or she would have done something already.
Chachiska. Topa na otovo kasa. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangit wama jiko na. Tongki pa nonku nek abog baba Hassan shan. Noba muri ra jilai kunka.
I'll make it a priority.
Chachika don mulaka watayumaka wamahona nek. Ashanti.
Don't think too much on it. It was nothing. Besides, you said yourself that your ability to command the Force is diminished, so why would you be a threat to us?
Ni bajoni yo la wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
Then take this experience as proof that your Sith ideology doesn't provide every answer to the questions life throws at you. But enough about that. We have to see the captain. He's not the type you want to keep waiting. Come on, I'll give you the grand tour I gave to all our Sith outcasts. Ready to see the Orion, Miss?
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
As is to be expected, the captain will be on the bridge. We shouldn't keep him waiting.
Master, there you are. I have waited and waited patiently in your quarters for you to perform much-needed maintenance on my strained joints. Yet you do not arrive, and after searching high and low for you, I find you here. What is your explanation? Oh, I see the Sith has awakened. Master, why is she not restrained? Unless you are willing to jab her with the stun baton should she decide to damage my superior craftsmanship, I would advise that you place her safely behind the energy field of a force cage.
This is SOZ-3, my supposed assistant. I suspect I've crossed one too many wires during my fine-tuning of his rusty innards, as he seems to alternate between the role of master and droid on an almost daily basis. I call him Verbal for short.
Mucho shakapaga.
Master, the Sith is of secondary importance. I am your primary concern. Perform the promised maintenance. I will accept no further excuses.
Don't have time. Gotta see the captain. You're welcome to come, just keep the complaining to a minimum.
Master, every day you discover new ways to disappoint me. I do not wish to converse with you at this time. Goodbye.
What's wrong with you? Why did you just shoot my droid in the face?
Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Tong abuk shami nonok.
Kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalya gando do nado chut. Muksha papangpa bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes.
This is Mechanique, the Orion's resident mechanic. When he's at the Juma, he's pretty wild and pretty unpredictable. You should just stay away from him until he sobers up. Actually, just stay away from him, period. He's usually like this with the new guys, but when the captain brings you into the fold as a crew member, he'll wise up and stop it with the insults. Well, mostly.
Tongki ba non tontek.
Most here won't judge you on what you were, but on what you can become. If you stay true to your oaths, you can fit in here. No doubt about it.
Uba batu konchi. Tong nong bong chang yung yang. Tong patok smakdelia.
This one is different, I think. Not a monster like Revan or Malik, but just someone who's made a few bad decisions when choosing who to follow. Everyone makes mistakes. It's just our nature.
Tong abuk shami nonok.
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Not before you repair my droid. If you start now, there's a chance you could finish in time to get some sleep tomorrow night instead.
Jiska du suki kumpa na bona naikachu. Ag tuin kotu. Topa da bunkwalya gando nago chut.
We can waste time with Mechanique later. The captain awaits us.
Uba batu konchi. Tong nong bong chang yung yang. Tong patok
Tong ituama ji human akun ikatune. Chon muli ra tong ba akat.
Kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimo padona.
Da hupa da tenya ji juju piti.
Laboda ni winki smack toma. Tok ning nang kong kun na mulira. Uja shakpangpa. Ya tuk
Mucho shakapaka.
shapaso ujo apanki. Tong patok smakdelia. Wanga kun bis. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Tok ning nang kong kun na mulira rabes. Wana kun bes. Jingpa mulira. Tong kingba non konek. Kawana bota ayuat. Tagwa kanki bora. Topa da bunkwalya gando na nago chut.
Tongki ba non tontek.
Laboda ni winki smack toma. Tok ning nang kong kun na mulira rabes. Wana kun bes.
Hakuji kopa? Jino mularak camp.
Laboda ni winki smack toma. Tok ning nang kong kun na mulira rabes. Wana kun bes. Kawana bota ayuat. Tagwa kanki bora. Topa da bunkwalya gando na nago chut. Pa muli slemo poda na wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Tok ning nang kong kun na mulira rabes. Wana kun bes. Jingpa mulira.
As is to be expected, the
Just cranky to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli.
I'm sure it's nothing. Now move aside. I need to speak with the captain.
Chiwaka aita kanki jiyokaku. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska.
I don't suppose it's too much to ask why. Nah, of course it is. We can continue our tour when the captain's finished with you. Just come find me when you're done. I'll be in my quarters. Or maybe I'll just come and find you. Take it easy.
Hava yun patisa.
Chikun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun be. Ikukuno no ba muliraji kun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata de punage. Kachi kun ida hotonga. Iking kuno ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ita botonga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Mamul
Kipuna na bonsha. Kava dumpa kupalia.
Shagji locha wana wama. Kava volpa multi kumana. Kinchun chishi. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez.
Ako chikopa? Gino mularak kampiak.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudunga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa bolawan na chikni. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yingkotu. Tulpada bunk walya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibu.
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Punanay kachu.
Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibum kasha chonasi ichua byongbo Johnny.
Chibedwana ni bobo. Donk nabung shanun yang.
Ni ba Johnny yo la wish. Dopa yumas.
Achuta. Wanga kun pistol piki kunyana. Tong patoga.
Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun beast.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kun bes. Chink palamul.
Ako chikopa? Gino mula.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu. Tonga bug sham uninong. Wanga kun beast king bamulira. Chuni yun tun jiji ay thadwana. Yin kin kun no bamulira chinkun. Tong ay tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes.
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Punanay kachu.
Ako chikopa? Gino mula rak kampiak. Slimjo puan wandwana.
Yin kin kun no bamulira chinkun. Tong ay ching ni bobo jimata ni punaje rundi haudonga kuhungabi wana kunbes chink palamul tong king ba na kongkek tung ting ta chun kun nek mulira best kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji kawana bota
Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun beast kin ba mularak choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava vulpa mulji gumana?
Kachi chu ay thaudunga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu.
Yin kin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Tong ay tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata. Ni putonga bug sham uninong. Wanga kun beast king.
Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibung kasha.
Mucha shak pangpa. Yin kin kuno ba mulri.
Ako chikopa?
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Nanay kachu. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Tongay tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata. Ni punaje.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Ako chikopa.
Achuta. Wonga kun pistolpi kikoyana. Tong pat. Ikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tong hit. Ako pa che.
Yin kin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Tongay tun
제드바도와는 이디보보 동나붕샤 누냐
Hammerhead-class cruiser Orion, this is Admiral Magnus Cole of the Formidable. Under the jurisdiction and authority granted to me by the Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic, I hereby place you all under arrest.
Rundi hadonga kuhungabi, wana kumbes, jink palamul tong kingba.
You are harboring a Sith fugitive, denying her from facing punishment for crimes she has committed against the democracy she once swore to serve. She is also responsible for the murder of a respected Jedi Master named Darius Solomon during the Mandalorian Wars.
Karatumpa kunpa yiyamoka pata!
Do not question my orders, criminal scum. Just follow them. Now, I want your full cooperation. You must relinquish the command of the Orion and surrender without delay or needless confrontation. Then you leave me with few choices. You have chosen to defy my authority, and so you will suffer the consequences. I look forward to accepting your surrender, Dreshdae. I will be there personally to accept it. Admiral Magnus Cole of the Formidable out.
Watana wamamulira kenjunju barshap
Chibedwanani bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas magdelia.
Akupache
Karatumpa kunpa yiyamoka pata! Unanay kachu.
Tong abung sha umnina
Gipuna! Unanay kachu. Kimbano ulina nadwana. Kimbano unek.
Tune Hudu Rananu prat
Mucha hotonga yafulki. Chachis gipuna. Kavatumpa kurpa yiyamoka pata.
Mucha hatonga ya fulke
Kakin cha na kwat na ponkon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek.
Achuta, wanga kun pistol piking kuyana, tong patogas magdelia.
Kim?
Karatumpa kunpa yiyamoka pata! Unanay kachu. Mucha hotonga yafulki. Chachisca do punta casa bubaka. Banauto.
In the name of the Republic, surrender!
kenjunju barshap no bole mulira Turkic Cuidado Hola Kichek Hola bole Kiwanda Turkic
Yatuka Uwan Kinkuna Bamurira, Rachikun, Mucha Shakpampa.
Nava! Kiyokaku! Nava! Kiyokaku! Kakincha nawabakaon.
Mucha hatonga ya fulke Chachisca do punta casa bubaka Banauto
Lukio may have been as stubborn as they come, but even he didn't deserve to die like that.
Karatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata.
La boda ani winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi handonga chipokabi. Ocho apanki. Wana kun bes dobiki kunyana. Tong patox Matilda.
Ajuta. Wanga kun pistol piki kunyana. Tong patogas mak.
Slimo patona. Smatilda. Kachikui.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kupari.
Sarah, I'd love to chat when we aren't being shot at.
Drexel, you have much to answer for. The blood of countless Republic soldiers is now on your hands. There can be no surrender. You must be punished for your crimes here and now, and only death will be sufficient.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kup.
I'm a patient man, Drexel. Your insolence has pushed me beyond my limits. You could have laid down your weapons and surrendered. You could have made things easy. But you had to resist. You had to defy my authority.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kumbes. Jink palamul tong kimba.
I would rather die than hand over this formidable to a criminal like you.
Kipuna. Gavatumpa Kupa Yi.
Men, shoot to kill. I want no survivors.
Now that was a battle that was completely unnecessary. Had he surrendered, he would have lived. A damn shame.
Kipuna! Gavatumpa.
What do you mean? The Admiral's dead. The Republic defeated.
Kachichu Aitha Odunga. Yinkin Kuno Bamulir.
Well, now that you mention it, I did. During the fight, looking into their eyes, I could see how determined they were to win. It was like something was constantly motivating them during the course of the battle, something we couldn't see.
Tong abuk shami nonok.
A Jedi? How do you know?
Tong abuk sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun.
I admit my knowledge of Jedi techniques is somewhat lax, but I've heard of battle meditation before. I thought Bastila Shan was the only...
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa.
Then that explains why we aren't feeling any negative effects. Captain, what do you think to all this? What's our next move?
Achuta! Wonga kun bis yin kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hait tun kun ching ni bobo jimata. Rundi haudonga kuhunga bi. Wana kun bes. Chink palamu.
I'm glad to hear. Walking onto the Formidable without a reason is just asking for trouble, and I've had more than my share for one day already.
Ikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Natipon nang kudu jijiba.
Then I guess that gives us a reason to invade the Formidable. Although, I still don't like my chances against the Jedi.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa ku palea mukabata! Jiyoka ku tumpa ku palea! Kavadumpa ku palea mukapata! Punana chaku! Ikung kono bule marachi kong! Tong nabong siya nunya! Kavavolpa mulji kunna!
Betrayer. Murderer.
What's wrong?
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
Hakuchekopa.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin
kin kuno ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hait tun kun chi.
Rundi ichawa tongbola Johnny Ku.
Listen, Sarah, you don't have to do this for us. I'm sure Ponda knew the risks, and I'm certain he wouldn't want you to forfeit your life like this.
Mucha shakpangpa. Yin kin kuno ba muli ra chikun. Kachichu aitha haudunga. Yin kin kuno ba muli ra chikun. Slima podonna.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi
Kipuna! Gavatumpa kurpa yiya mokapata!
Kipuna na bonsha.
You don't fool me, Sarah. I can see why you want to go on that ship. It's not to rescue Ponda. It's the Jedi. Listen, I know how you must feel. You want to avenge your master, to strike back at the Jedi for what they did to you. But picking a fight against a Jedi when you can't feel the Force isn't called revenge. It's called throwing away your life. That's the worst thing you can do right now. The worst thing.
Tin umpa do punta krita. Akti kondo ona chabachisa wanki.
Are you sure it's not just a headache? Because, in all honesty, considering your condition, you should still be back in the med bay.
Kipuna! Bonana kichu. Kin pa mulera dwana. Dong kin pa no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata.
So you're just gonna charge with blasters blazing into a battle you cannot hope to win. Even without the Jedi, there will still be Republic soldiers on board the Formidable.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu. Kin pa mulera dwana. Dong kin pa no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat.
Listen, there's a way to reach the Jedi and save the captive without firing a single shot. You will need my help. I'm probably gonna regret this, but it's sure as hell the best chance you have of getting in and out without getting killed.
Blast it! What is taking the Admiral so long? They're only a bunch of space pirates. This is usually easy pickings for us. What can be different now? Now what?
Kachikun itahodonga. Yikinku ba mulera chikun.
I am not interested in prisoners. We already have enough of them. Tell him to put it back where he found it.
Kachikun itahodonga. Yikinku ba mule.
Damn pirates, scheming and underhanded, the lot of them. Bring her to me, and the commando as well. I want to hear of the Admiral's progress aboard the Orion.
Achuta. Wonga kun be.
This better be good. This is good news indeed, Commando. If what you say is true, then it shouldn't be much longer before Admiral Cole at last captures the Orion's bridge. The sooner we get back to the Republic, the better, I say. The Outer Rim is so violent, so uncivilized. It all leaves a vile taste in my mouth. And now for you. So, you're turning your back on your allies and offering information to the Republic? Let me guess. In exchange for credits? You pirates switch allegiances too often. I don't like it.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulak tongki pa nagnonek.
You will show proper respect to the captain, pirate scum.
Now, let us not mistreat our guest. I believe she has something important to tell us.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kon.
You fool! I am the ranking officer aboard the Formidable. You will tell me the information.
Kipuna na bon sha. Kava dum.
The Jedi? How did you learn one was aboard? Did one of my men talk?
Tangabun shan nang. Wanga kun bis kin ba mulara choni yun tun gigi either dwana.
Take her away. You, Commando, keep an eye on her.
Yes, sir. Prisoner, do not make any sudden moves or I swear I will...
Chinapala mula, tongki ba non tontek, duni.
Aye, aye.
Glad to take that mask off. You think they'd have some sort of air conditioning system installed, but I know the truth.
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kun.
This is a Hammerhead-class cruiser, the same as the Orion. I'm guessing the layout will be pretty similar.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu.
And don't forget, we need to rescue Ponda Hatiba. I didn't see him locked up on the way in, so I'm guessing he's somewhere between us and the crew quarters.
Hakuji kopa? Gino mularak kampyak.
Shabaso, uchuatanki.
Ponda, you idiot, we're here to rescue you. That's what we're here for. Brace yourself. I'm gonna shut down the force cage.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rat.
Your priority, maybe, but I look after my friends. We've got to release him now.
Kipuna. Bonanakichu. Kin pa mule ratwana. Dong kin pa no kudnok nek. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
You're right.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo Johnny.
Sorry, Panda, but she's right. Though, don't worry. We'll be back for you. So stay here, shut up, and hang tight.
If the Admiral finds out you're on duty without your uniform, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, my friend. I hope we didn't lose too many men during the boarding of that smuggling vessel. If the Admiral finds out you're on duty without your uniform, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, my friend.
Your Jedi should be beyond that door.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu.
In that case, let me fight alongside you. You'll need all the help you can get against a Jedi, and the odds will be better with the two of us.
Ni bajoni yo luck wish.
But without your command of the Force, you're practically defenseless. How do you hope to defeat her?
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chonas.
Then make it a hasty reunion. We haven't got long before the Orion completes its preparations and blows us both into space dust. And for what it's worth, may the Force be with you.
I have waited a long time for this day. A long time. I have waited for you, you who chose to betray the light and then give yourself to the darkness. I have waited for you, the root of all my sorrow.
Tangabun shan nang, wanga kun beast kin ba mularak, choni yun tun gigi either dwana.
I was one of the Jedi Knights tasked with destroying the Dark Lord Revan. Yet once I was amongst the Sith, I chose to depart from the strike team and devote my time to a new objective, searching for you. But somehow you managed to evade me, and I failed. When I narrowly escaped from Revan's ship before it exploded, I was cast adrift into space. Eventually I was found by the Formidable, and have since scoured nearby sectors for your presence.
Kipuna, bona na kichu, kin ba mulera dwana, dong kin.
Torments! You know nothing of what you speak. You only know how to inflict torment, not suffer from it. You are a betrayer. You are a murderer. You are a Sith.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Do not preach to me of the Jedi ways. You are no longer worthy to speak of them.
Tanga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Ni kin kun na bule mule.
You speak the truth, but that friend died many years ago. When she chose to forsake all that she was and embrace war, when she chose to murder the man who rescued, raised, and trained her. That man was Darius Solomon, my uncle.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu.
I know Solomon was one of the greatest Echani ever to be born. I know Solomon possessed a skill in combat that could not be matched, that could not be overcome. I know he was a legend. I know he was my uncle, and I know that you killed him.
Tangabun shan nang. Wanga kun beast kin ba mularak, choni yun tun gigi either dwana.
And join the dark side, the Sith. I have seen what one must sacrifice to embrace that calling, and it sickens me. No, I will do what as a Jedi I should do. I will destroy Sith. I will destroy you.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
You murdered my uncle, your mentor, Darius Solomon. The Sith must be destroyed and justice must be served. Death must be met with death.